no matter who you are, what you believe in, what religion you practice or don't, we all want to be living our best life, changing our life for the better. Some would say manifesting your best life. And when it comes to manifesting or even just making your life better, as far as I've found, there's really only one way to actually make that happen. There are many, 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 many different ways in which people might recommend you achieve that, but it all comes down to one thing. And as far as I've found, meditation is the best way to actually make that happen. And today, I want to explain to you exactly why. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Light Show. I'm Ann Blackwood, your Silicon Valley Sage Sister, here to bring consciousness to the forefront of your daily life to make life a little kinder and simpler. When it comes to especially things like the law of attraction, The Secret, just living one's best life in general, let alone manifesting, people seem to misunderstand. We think that if we wish hard enough, we think hard enough, we can get what we want. But that's not how it works. I think the most impactful way I've ever heard someone put it is that the feeling is the prayer. And this really comes down to the fact that it doesn't matter who you are, as I said, what you do, what religion you believe in, whether or not you believe in deities or anything at all. It's not about thinking. It's about feeling. And this is where people get caught up. They think that they need to do this specific thing or, think this specific thing. And yes, your mindset is important, but the only way we change what we see on the outside of us is by changing what we see on the inside of us. And that's why the mindset is important. But the mindset, it affects our feelings. Our thoughts affect our feelings. Our beliefs affect our feelings because it all comes down to the feelings. And it's funny because I was just talking about this today with a friend of mine on Instagram, where we were talking about people like postal workers. Like, why is it that every person we've ever met at a post office was so miserable, except for that one person? I heard an amazing talk about how meditation physically affects your body, and how there are people who won't even realize that their environment, their physical environment, is toxic, in the sense that they might be around toxic chemicals in the air or something like that. And so they won't get sick because they don't realize it. But the person who's like, oh my goodness, I'm in a toxic environment and I'm going to get cancer, they get the cancer. And that comes down to your beliefs, which dictate your feelings. And the best way to really change your feelings is through meditating. Hands down, the number one best way. Why? Because, well, let me start by saying this. When I talk about meditating, especially in this sense, I'm not talking about astral projection, shamanic journeying, meditating, or Mr. Miyagi silent and unmovable meditating. I'm talking about the ability to, at any moment in time, have the awareness to recognize that you need a shift in your mood and consciousness, and then be able to take a deep breath and bring yourself back to a neutral state. That's what I mean by meditating. And you can do this anytime, anywhere. You don't have to develop some long meditation practice, although it will help you get better and better at extending that neutral feeling and then bringing yourself into the feeling you do want to be feeling. The more you have these little moments. But that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about meditation. Like, yes, you can sit and have a 5-minute, 30-minute, hour-long meditation session if you want to. But really, just by taking that deep breath in and centering yourself back to that neutral state, that is meditating. It's just most people extend that feeling for longer periods of time. So when we are able to do this, when we are able to, even for just a moment, through taking that deep breath and bringing yourself back to a neutral place, that is the first step. Then the second step is being able to pull up from there whatever feeling it is that you want to feel in replacement of the feeling you don't want to be feeling. And this is how we change our lives. Whether you believe in manifesting or not, whether you believe in the law of attraction or not, this is how you change your life. Because what you see on the outside of yourself is what you see. What you see on the outside of yourself is a reflection of what you see on the inside of yourself. What you feel on the inside of yourself. So if you really, really want to make your life better, if you really, really don't want to feel the way you feel now, you want to adopt a meditation practice. You really want to start getting yourself to that place of being able to slow down and refocus your energy, even just to a neutral point. And then from there, you can start by even pulling from past experiences. Like, you know, I've gotten to the point where I can just and I can literally feel in my body the feeling of happiness. But most people can't do that right away. It takes some time of learning how to do that. So a great way to do that is once you've focused back to that neutral place where you're not thinking all the crazy thoughts that you were a moment ago. And you can do this just by focusing on your breath. And when I say that, I just mean like literally, like if you need to replace, oh my God, the money's running out, with in, out, in, out, in, out. That's okay. You don't have to like clear your mind of all thinking. That's like really hard to do in the beginning, especially. So just replacing it with the thoughts of in, out, in, out, in, out, to get yourself back to that neutral emotional point. And then think about a time where you felt the way you want to feel now before, and start pulling it up that way. But you can't fake it. You can't fake the universe or yourself into believing you have what you don't. You have to build it inside, and then you'll see it outside. So the feeling is the manifesting. The feeling is the prayer. The feeling is the affirmation. The feeling is the spell. It is the ritual, whatever, the mantra, the pranayama, the mudra, the whatever. The feeling, that's it. That's it. And without that, None of it matters. You're going to feel like you're spinning your wheels. You're going to feel like, I get this from so many people all the time. I'm doing all the things. Why isn't it working? And it's because you're just doing the things. You're not feeling into the things. Yeah. I thought it was funny today talking to my friend about, like, you know, there's always that one person at a job that makes everyone else miserable, who just by having a better mindset is happy and cheerful and makes everybody's day, and is the employee that everybody wants to get, who's a regular. And it all comes down to your mindset. It all comes down to your mindset. Your mindset, it's a mix of your thoughts and your feelings. And being able to, so many things, but especially see the potential good in all the things. If you are really ready to, as I say, heal, grow, and expand your consciousness, if you're really ready to live your best life, manifest your best life, whatever you want to call it, I want to help you do that. And I still have a few spots left open in my calendar for one-on-one clients. And all you have to do is use one of the links in the description to connect with me. You can use my free clarity call to connect, or if you really know you're ready, you can just sign up for one of my session packages with the link that's in there. And if you're not quite sure how ready you are, and you want to, like, I literally used to call it my toe in the water package. I have what I call my enlightening membership tier of Patreon. That link for Patreon is also down in the description. And my enlightening tier includes a single session with me once a month. So if you're not quite ready to dig into a whole session package and you just want to start with one session a month, we can do that. And all my one-on-one sessions include Voxer direct messaging, so we can talk, chat it up. I can answer any questions in between sessions. There's also many other amazing links down in the description, including Patreon, where I have all of my self-study videos, courses, mini-series. For those of you who aren't quite ready for the one-on-one but want to keep getting deeper in to living your best life, definitely want to go check that out. Got dōTERRA in there, my mailing list, all sorts of stuff. So don't forget to check out the links in the description. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, may the energies you serve you well. And let's keep making our way through. I am, so I know you can too.